Yo, what's up, peeps? So I'm playing around. I'm on my laptop right now. I've never really done this on my laptop before. While I'm at it, I'm gonna make it rain up in this bitch with effects. Because you know what? I don't know. Why would I do such a thing? Because it's stupid. So yeah, it's kind of really retarded that I'm doing this. Because, kapow. Oh boy. Anyway, so here we are. I'm parked for the night because I want to. Really? On top of my head? Really? Alright. Oh, that's kind of neat. So, okay. I'm sorry about that. How do I turn that off? I need to turn that off. Okay. So yeah, this is, I guess, Ask a Trucker part something. The new version of Ask a Trucker. And, I got actually some pretty good questions from you guys. And, I want to address those right now. So, I guess the first one, I've been asked this quite a lot actually. Why did I leave Decker? Jesse Barrett asked that. The only reason I'm using Jesse Barrett's name, full name, Mr. Barrett, is because I guess Google Plus does that now and YouTube. I don't know what's going on, but so I left Decker basically to become a car hauler, and as you know now, that didn't work out because I wasn't really happy with still being on the road for that long. I just kind of was getting burnt out being on the road. And for those of you that are still out there for months at a time and have been doing it for years, kudos to you. I couldn't do it. I'm too much of a homebody. But that's why I left. I wanted to try car hauling out, and that didn't really work out. Nothing to do with the company that I was with, just my own personal, thing. So I left Decker on good terms. Just wanted to go try car hauling, and then that didn't work. So that's where I am now. Next question is from Fire Rescue. Is it against the law to take riders with you in a truck? No. Just depends on your company. Next question. Energy Dog 23. Have you ever driven Scania? This is America. America. See if there's an effect for America up in here. Uh, uh, that's as close as I can get. Feathers, America. Get it? Okay. So no, I've never driven a Scania. I'd love to drive and operate anything and every kind of machinery in the world. That'd be my ultimate 8-year-old boy dream. But no, I haven't. Next question. From Robert Reynolds. How long am I on the road for? No more than 3 days. Next question. From Nick Emerson. Meta. I don't know who that is or what that is. Do you hear from other truckers as a good company to start with? You're limited with that. I guess the question is, who are good companies to start with? I don't know, man. You're not gonna find a whole lot of really great companies that are gonna be there for you, meaning be there. When you want to go home every 2 weeks, they're not gonna be like, oh, we'll get right on that and go for it. But I haven't heard really bad things about Swift. They get a lot of shit in the industry. I know that. Just because there's so many guys out there that drive for Swift. They're such a big company that you're obviously going to be making more mistakes as the company because there's more drivers than there are, say, you know, um, like Watkins drivers or whatever. So you're going to be more mistakes. But I haven't heard really bad things about Swift as a company. They must be doing something right because they're such a big company. Swift is all right. Got to give a shout out to Watkins Shepherd because they're who I started with. They were pretty decent to me. Um, boy, oh boy. I mean, honestly, guys, like I've said in the past, just get your year in. Just go with whoever's kind of going to take you. Prepare to be out for a month at a time, months even at a time. Just get that year. If you really want to get into truck driving, get that year under your belt, and then your options open up. So, as far as who's good, I don't want to always just kind of stick with Swift, but I haven't heard bad things about them. A buddy of mine worked for Knight for a little while, had a bunch of shit stolen out of his truck at a terminal. So that's it. CR England. I don't know if May hires new guys. But as some of you know, I believe Trucker Steve still works for those guys and has been with them forever. So he must be doing something right. They must be doing something right. I've heard pretty good things about them as a company. Western Express isn't too bad. I don't know if they hire new guys. So just look around. You know, truckerreport.com. Do a lot of research on there. That's my take on who to start with. Next question from Hanratty450. Do you make more money over the road or doing local runs? Depends. Depends on a lot of things. How much do you get paid per mile? Next question. No. Yeah, it depends. I'm making more now doing regional runs than I was with any other company doing over the road. So I'm gone for 2 days and I'm making more money, you know, a day, 2 days. I'm not working as much and I'm making more money than I was with any other company. So it just depends who you're with. So yeah, it's kind of an open-ended question. Next question. Good question from the BZ99999. I think he's German. Hey Matt, just want to ask your opinion on hours of service. Do you like them? If not, what would you change? Also, just wanted to add, I'm glad you're back making videos. You have a cool sense of humor. Okay. I mean, I know I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. This is what I do. But hours of service, yeah, I like them. To be honest, there's a lot of real fancy pants McGee's out there that want to run 16 hours a day. I don't. I'm done at like 10 hours. I'll push for 11, but I don't want to work any more than that. I mean, it's I don't know. That's just a personal opinion. Hours of service are good. The thing that pisses me off is the 30-minute break. From what I understand, I could be wrong on the specific details in this, but the 30-minute break, meaning in between the 4th hour of on duty and the 8th hour of on duty, you have to take 30 minutes off. I hate that because I don't want the government telling me when I want to take a break. If I want to take a break at 3.5 hours because I'm tired and get my 30 minutes to get my reset in, my 8-hour reset, I don't need the government telling me that, no, you can't do that. You have to wait another half hours. That really F's my day up sometimes. Actually, almost every day that F's my day up. I hate that rule so much. I get, hey, in between the 2nd hour and the 10th hour, you need to take 30 minutes. Yes, sir. No problem. I'll do that because I'm going to be doing that anyways. I need to stop for lunch to keep this figure going because I'm sexy and anyways. But yeah, I just don't want anybody telling me when I have to take a break. That really pisses me off. The 11 and 14 I'm good with. The 70 I'm alright with. But this new 34-hour reset once a week, yeah, it doesn't really affect me too much. I usually get that in once a week. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? For you over the road guys, is kind of screwing you up or what? But yeah. Next question from Osvaldo Lomeli. Sorry, Osvaldo. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. How do trucking companies verify work history? Do they just call your previous employer or hire a verification firm? I think all companies do a background check on you. From what I understand, they check your driving record. I think it's your DAC, see who you've been with, and maybe that's how they do it. And then they call employers, I guess. I don't really know. It's a good question to ask them. How do you check verification of employment? But I guess it's like any other company. They call the company and, hey, we'd like to verify that Matthew Lynch has been working for ABC 123 for such and such, and they get it verified like that. So I think it's just like any other company, except they got to do more rigorous searching for driving record and things like that. So next question from Frank DeFilippo. Have you ever taken a leak while driving? While driving, no. I'm gonna pass on that one. The answer is no. I was gonna make a crude joke. My mom might watch this, and if she does, I love you, Mom. Not while driving, because that's just crazy. Pull over the side of the highway, yes. Next question from Carlos Medina. Carlos, I know that name. This boy's been with me for a long time. What is your choice, automatic or standard gear shiftings? Greetings from Mexico, or greetings from Pueblo, Colorado. That's what I am right now. What's up, Carlos? Standard. All the way. Hate automatics. Drove an automatic once. Hated it. Because you control where your RPMs are. If you're in traffic, it's the worst thing in the world. Because it revs you right up, and then it shifts you, and then you got to come down, and then it shifts you again. It's awful. You can control your own truck and speed and everything much better with a standard. Plus, half the fun of driving is shifting, to be honest, mate. That's half of the fun of it, is going through all the gears. So, yeah, standard all the way. I would probably not even work at a company if they said all of our trucks are automatic. Oh, thank you very much. Click. Done. So, next question from Count Yogi. You're alive. It's a miracle. That's not a question. Next question from Ash Chapman. Ash Chapman, not Ass Chapman. Ash Chapman, 777. Hello, Matt. Hello. I'm looking to start a career as a truck driver. Where do I start? Research. Next quick note. Wow. First thing is watch all of my videos. Seriously, watch all my videos. And then decide if that's something you want to do. Do you want to be away from your family for months at a time? Do you want to live in a pretty confined space, in different places, deal with stress? I was told this by a trainer of mine. He said that truck driving is 10 hours of complete mind-numbing boredom, followed by 1 hour of sheer terror. And it's true today. I still get anxious when I come off the highway and I'm getting into a city area that I've never been before. I still get that anxiousness and nervousness because you don't know what's around the corner, literally. Hopefully your tandems aren't on the curb around the corner and into a building like we've seen many before. So you got to keep that in mind. Eating kind of shit. You know, you're not going to eat really great meals like home meals. There's nothing better than a home-cooked meal, you know, by your wife or your mom. I mean, mom always makes the best meals. Shut up. You know, so you're kind of eating kind of shitty. If you want to get, you know, kind of tossed around a little bit for that first little bit, not paid, you know, really well. So you got to decide if it's for you first and foremost. Do I want to do this? And if you get into it and say, yes, I want to do it, you're going to spend thousands of dollars to realize that, oh, no, I don't want to do this. So really think about it, do the research, watch my videos, because I give a lot of insight to that, I think. That's kind of why I did it. So after that, find, I don't know if they're accredited, but find a really good truck driving school, like Sage is one. See if a company will train you, like one of the big companies will do a training to get your CDL. Check out my other Ask a Trucker. I tell you guys about you know, finding a training school and that kind of thing, and what to look for. And then from there, just put in the money, put in the time, go for your license, get your license, and then go for the training, and you know, you can pretty much get a job from there. Next question from Mashi821, Machi. What do you look for in a company when it comes to choosing your first company as a truck driver? You look for pay. Pretty much, that's it. Like I said before, pay. You're going to get the same kind of runaround. You're going to be out for a long time. But yeah, pay. If they're paying, at least 30 cents a mile, okay. Home time. When do you get home? Home time is important to me. It's probably important to other people. Cash advances on the road. How much? What kind of trucks do they have? That's very important because it's where you're going to be living. I also ask about the maintenance program because there's nothing better than sitting on the side of the road for 6 or 7 hours waiting for repairs for something that should have been done in the shop. Another thing, pet policy. If you guys have dogs or something, cats in trucks doesn't make sense because they poo in the truck in like the litter box unless you train them to poo outside. Cat poo smells, and you know, dogs are just better. And all the cat lovers hate me now. I'm just a dog lover. Pet policy, rider policy. Can you bring your wife, children's, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, whatever with you? That's important to people too. So just those little things. But like I said, it's pretty much all the same starting out. So those are some things to look for. From Joe Gabbard, I think. I want to learn how to drive, but I don't know how to drive a standard. Do you recommend using an automatic for out west? And do you know some companies that teach without charging a lot? Greetings from Kentucky. Hello, Kentucky. No, Joe, don't use an automatic, man. Learn in a car. Go to school. Don't even, especially out west, you don't want an automatic. I guess automatics are fine. Everybody's driving them without wrecking because they're an automatic. I just personally hate them. Back to the other question. But you're limited. I mean, not maybe 1 out of 10 truck companies have automatic transmissions in their trucks. I think they're more expensive, and they're it's just harder to find. So learn you something, boy. Next question from Oliver Levitt or Leavitt, probably Levitt. Have you ever seen drifters or hitchhikers at truck stops or rest areas? Yes. Primarily California, parts of the South Midwest, East Coast, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, not so much. Montana, not so much. Hitchhikers are all over the place looking for a ride. I don't trust many people. So, yeah, they never ride. And I've always been told by my company we don't, allow riders in the truck. Not even family. So I'm not going to pick up a hitchhiker and get fired for it. So, good question, Oliver. Next question from Charlie Collins. Where do you find the best lot lizards? At your mom's house. Next question. I'm sorry, Charlie. I didn't actually mean that. Sure, your mother's a nice lady. Robert Byrtus. Byrtus. Again, I'm sorry, guys, if I'm mispronouncing this shit. But why don't you go back to Decker? Told you why. Next question from 68 GTO 400. So this guy basically just says he's a part owner with a friend or something with a guy. He's driving a 379 Pete. Long nose with a C15 turbo, 13-speed, 355 gears, pulling skateboards. That is really detailed, just to put that in a comment. But hey, trucks are cool, right? So why not? Was I a part of the nationwide strike back in October? No, but I really wish I was there because I would have bought train horns and then just done this all day, just on the horns, man. It would have been awesome. Do you have some winter driving tips? Slow. I do not ever mess with ice. If I can see reflections, clear, almost clear reflections, I pull over. I'm not messing with ice because if you have 80,000 pounds, which is way illegal, on your tandems, on your drives, it doesn't matter. You can go off the road. I don't mess with ice. Snow, no problem. Just go slow. Take your time. When you're doing a turn, do it slow. Do a slow turns. If you turn the wheels too fast, your wheels just do this and then go forward. Slowness works. Going uphill, like if you're climbing a mountain, I've always found try to get up the hills kind of as fast as you can, as safe as possible, but don't dawdle uphill because if you come to a part and your truck stalls, the wheels may spin, but if you got that momentum going up the hill, it's okay. Coming down, what I do, I'm not recommending anybody really do this because I don't want to get people killed or crashing trucks or whatever, but I put my Jake brakes on the lowest setting. I found that's worked for me thus far, and just really just ease into the brake. If you're going, try and find that gear that you can find. Usually it's 7th or 6th even, depending on the grade coming downhill, and just kind of ease into the brakes. And the more you drive, the more you figure out how your truck moves. If you start to feel your truck slide while you're braking, fine, no big deal. Don't freak out. Once you let go of the brakes, the wheels will start spinning again, and give you that traction back, and then just ease onto the brakes a little bit. And if you get too nervous, then just kind of, try and slow down and pull over and take a breather, have a smoke, drink a beat. But just take it slow. Watch out for other people more than anything. Because you get these yahoos with four-wheel drives. No offense to anybody that drives a four-wheel drive. They're like, oh, you know, I got four wheels now. I'm good. I'm spinning. It's all good. You know, and then they just end up wrecking and stuff. Leave lots of distance. You know, the usual things. But don't ever drive in ice. If you see ice on the road, don't drive in it. Just pull over. Winter's not that bad, except if you're in Wyoming and you got wind and you're empty. Then just take it slow and just kind of prepare for that. But if you've got a load on and you're driving across, you know, snow-covered roads, you're generally going to be okay because that weight's pushing down. But if it's real bad, then just throw your interaxle locking on. So that's the way all four wheels are spinning and moving, and that helps a bit. So just take your time, go slow. I never get mad at anybody doing, you know, 20 miles an hour slower than I am in winter. If it's snowing or whatever, just what I feel comfortable with. Maybe they feel comfortable doing 15 miles an hour. I'm never going to bitch at that. That's them. That's how they're comfortable. They need to get home to their families. That's fine by me. So just take your time, do what's in your comfort level, and you'll be all right. Next question from Dave Gallardo. I wonder if his cousin's name is Adam Murcielago. Do you find Wyoming fun to drive across? No. Next question from Sam. Just Sam. No last name. Probably an orphan. That's a text message, my bad. Do truck drivers get fired for getting speeding tickets or moving violations? Yes. It's an insurance thing. If you've got 3 speeding violations and some moving violations, the company has to pay insurance for you for the truck, and that goes up. You're now a liability. They fire you. So yeah, while in the truck, yes. If you've got them prior to driving a truck, you're probably not going to get hired. And if you get them in your car while you're in your truck, still goes on your record because it's a CDL and you get anyways. So yeah. Next question from Maintain in the Game. Should I change my username? Yes. No, that wasn't a question. I'm just kidding. Kidding. Mine's 1776 Films with a Z. So that's stupid. So anyways, I've been trying to get into the industry for about 3 years now, but I have a possession charge that is 8 years old, and most companies don't want to take the risk under 10 years. I also don't have the money to get into trucking school. So my question to you is, what would be the best option to go about breaking into the industry? Wait 2 years. Yeah, if they don't want to take you under 10 years, like I said, mate, there's a lot of guys out there looking for jobs that have clean driving records, clean records, P-clean, you know, that are trying to get in, and companies just aren't going to take somebody, you know, with a, I don't know if it was a felony, misdemeanor, or whatever it was, but they're just not going to do it. So wait the 10 years, maybe try and get it expunged from your record, if that's how it works or whatever. But yeah, just wait the 2 years, unless you can find like a private company that's willing to hire you. But you got to go through school, and you got to get your CDL, and that's all costly, and it might be a waste of time for you. If you get your CDL and you can't find a job, then you just have a CDL with no experience. So what's the point? That's my advice. Next question. Mule Train Productions also asked me about winter driving. Just wanted to give a shout out to him or her. No, him. For asking the same question. So yeah, because he got 3 thumbs up. So I guess people want to know about winter bad driving trips. Just go slow, guys. If you're loaded, don't even worry about it, really. Just take your time. If it gets really nasty out there, interaxle lock, like I said. Don't turn too fast. Don't slam on the brakes. I told you about going down hills. Take your time. Just go slow. You'll be all right. It's like driving a big car. That's all. Okay, so shout out to you, Mule Train Productions. Next question. What kind of truck... Oh, from Carl Miller. I'm sorry, Mr. Miller. What kind of truck are you driving currently? I believe it's a 2010... I think it's a 2010 Cascadia. And it shakes like a Boston. It's alright, I guess. Nothing fancy. It's a Freightliner. Made in Mexico. Shout out Carlos Medina. Next question from Sebje Trucker. Or Sebji Trucker. He's French Canadien. I guess he's asking, in the States, are we like a trucker family? Do we wave to each other when we go by? Is it like that in the States? I'm a French Canadian, by the way. Je t'aime too. I don't even know if that was French, but whatever. Yeah, we do, man. For the most part, if you're on the highway, yeah, I'd say 75% of the guys will kind of throw you a wave. If you're on a 2-lane highway, not really so much. But yeah, we're a pretty big family out here. Next question from the Lion. What's it like rubbing one out in the truck? If you're talking about stains from ketchup that I've spilt on my pants from eating a hot dog, it's okay. It sucks though because ketchup's hard to get out. Next question. Great question from San Pablos 39. I am new to trucking and I just finished training, and one problem I'm concerned with is fatigue. After 4 or 5 hours driving, I get terribly drowsy to where I have to pull over for 20 or 30 minutes. I understand that I might have to do that from time to time, but I'm trying to get where I can drive for 10 hours straight. Any tips or words of wisdom? And oh yeah, I'm one of your original peeps. I subscribed years ago. Holla at your boy. That's a great question, buddy. Comes with time. I was like you. Every 2 or 3 hours, I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But honestly, it comes with time. You kind of just get used to it, and then you start getting lost in your head. Find a way to distract yourself. I found audiobooks. I found satellite radio. I listened to Howard Stern. Baba Booey. I just found like Opie and Anthony, and just listen to stuff that stimulates your mind. And I found that by listening to like Howard Stern in the morning and Opie and Anthony, like talk radio, they kind of just think for you almost. So you just drive down the road almost aimlessly, and like 2 or 3 hours later, you're like, oh wow, where am I now? That helps. You really got to like keep your mind distracted. Music only goes so far. I love music, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just want to be entertained and have your mind taken over for you. So like talk radio is really good. Do that. But as far as the fatigue, I understand, man. I was right there with you. Don't be afraid to pull over and just like get out, walk around the truck a couple times. That's what I used to do. Just like stretch, go for a pee, and then get back in the truck and you kind of refresh. But over time, you'll start to be able to do 4 hours, 6 hours at a time. Driving 10 hours straight, you're nuts. Because no, that is not good for you at all. Like your muscles and your legs just get all spazzy. And everything gets sore, and you end up getting more tired than if you were to stop for, a total of a half hour throughout the day, sporadically, just getting out and rested. So, try that. But yeah, just with time, mate. Honestly, just it'll come. You'll be able to drive 4 or 5 hours. My limit is 6. Oh yeah, I could drive 13 hours straight, Matt. Well, good for you. I can only drive 6. Shut up. Okay? That was San Pablos 39 asking, not you. I'm having an argument with nobody. Okay, next question from Wow Kazo. If I have a 2-year-old DUI, first offense, not a felony, well, that's good. Should I even bother looking into schooling for my CDL, or am I already shit out of luck in that department? I'm sure you guys know on the field with these issues. Honestly, dude, yeah. I think it's at least 5 or 7 years. Again, I don't know the rules. Somebody help me out. But DUI, no, dude. Sorry, man. Give it several years, maybe even 10. Truck companies just do not look at that. They don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's worse than speeding tickets and parking tickets. Speeding tickets and like moving violations and stuff like that's much, much worse. Honestly, mate. Look for something else to do. For the rest of you guys, same thing. DUIs just aren't good for the trucking industry as far as trying to get in. I'm not, trying to be mean. I know you guys made probably a stupid mistake and you got caught, and you're probably, a really great driver now because you learned your lesson. I understand that. But trucking companies just won't. Again, if a private, owner operator or somebody will hire you, then great. But as far as the big companies getting into the industry, probably not going to happen. So I'm sorry. Next question. From Matrix Maker. Apparently he was the creator of The Matrix. I wonder if he knows Neo personally. I'm curious about truck stops. Do you have any favorites? And I hear parking can be a bitch sometimes. Is there more parking spots at different times of the day and night, or is it usually the same? Decent question. My favorite truck stops are Pilots and Flying J's because their coffee is good. I pretty much dislike TAs because they're always dirty and old. Like if an old man sitting on a park bench scratching his balls was a truck stop, that would be TA. They're just old and dirty, and they haven't. The coffee's gross. I'm a big coffee drinker, so bleh, it's just if I have to stop there, I'll stop there, but generally not. The restaurants are halfway decent, so I will stop there. Loves are pretty decent, you know, and then of course I like the Johnson's Corners, and that's in Colorado. You know, like kind of like the mom and pa type places are pretty decent, you know. Those are good. The Little America out in Wyoming's decent. Again, I'm a West Coast kind of guy, so yeah. Parking is generally out east. Ooh, forget about it. I don't know how you guys survive out there trying to park. But out west, it's usually, you know, after 8, 9 o'clock, it starts to get a little bit tight. You can usually find a place. And that's about it. Sometimes it can be a bitch, and you got to kind of plan your trip accordingly, or just park on the grass in a field somewhere like some guys do. But hope that answered your question. Next question from Chopolo72, or Chopolo, I don't know how to pronounce. What's your favorite kind of bottle to pee in? I prefer a Powerade bottle. LOL. You're correct. Gatorade's better because they're usually bigger. So like you don't have to, like if you really have to pee, you don't have to, you know, like maybe dump and then continue. And then Sergeant Trucker replied with gallon water jug. Sergeant Trucker, you're peeing too much. You may want to go see a doctor about that, and like get a bag, like a colostomy bag, or like a pee bag, because that's a lot of pee to be holding in the truck with you. It's just gross. But on that note, I've been asked like, oh, it's so gross. Oh, yeah, truck drivers shitting in their trucks and peeing in their trucks. Oh, you guys are so disgusting. For those of you that don't drive a truck, I want you to do something. Now that it's winter and it's colder, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to pee, just pee. I want you to get out of bed, put all your warm clothes on, go walk out to your backyard, or if you're in an apartment building, go downstairs and go outside, pee outside. Just do this for me. Pee outside and come back in and go to bed and try and get back to sleep. That's what we have to do while we're out here. So for those of you that say it's gross, yeah, it might be a little gross. Pee's contained in a bottle. But when we wake up in the middle of the night, that's the last thing I want to do in South Dakota in January when there's 40-mile-an-hour winds at minus 10 degrees, is get all bundled up and then freeze my ass off, which wakes me up to go pee, to walk back all the way back, get back in the truck, warm up, try and go back to sleep. It's almost impossible. So I just get up. Yes, I've done it. I don't do it so much now because of the new job. And peed in a bottle and I went back right to sleep. It was wonderful. As far as dookying in a truck, nah. If it's an emergency, yes, I have done it. I have pooped in a bucket with a bag in a truck, and I took care of it responsibly. I didn't just throw it out the window. I put it in the trash. I have done that on occasion. Most truck drivers have. Again, if it's an emergency, I want you to drive out in the middle of nowhere, have to poo really bad, and then, you know, tell me about that. So, a little bit of pee and poo humor there for you. Poo. Poo. All right, next question. From Trucker Steve. This is exciting to find out. Give me some time to think of a good question for you. That's not a question either. Although I do appreciate Trucker Steve, the fucking legend himself, commenting on my videos. So yeah, that's it. I hope this video is really fucking long. And for those of you that stuck around right to the end, I fucking love you guys. I love you guys. For those of you that gave me a thumbs down because it was too long, I completely understand. But I'm not doing it for you, alright, dickhead. Because they're not here. You get it? I can call them that because they already, you know, booted out. So, but for those of you guys that stuck around for so long for this, I really appreciate it. I hope I helped. That's why I'm doing this, is for you guys. I hope I helped. I enjoy doing this. I really do, because it's good to see what you guys want to know, and I'm here to help, I guess. If you ever catch me in a truck stop or out and about, I don't go to Canada, so I'm rarely oot and about. I can say that because I'm Canadian too. But yeah, if I'm out and about and you guys want to come up to me and ask questions, feel free. Just buy me some pop first or a hot dog. Kind of like hot dogs. So, hope that helped. Again, if you stuck around, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, seriously, for all the support you've given me. And, yeah, I wish you a fair adieu. It's not going to work either. Just remember, my hair is on fire. And, it's currently raining on my face. And, I just got punched, so therefore I'm dizzy. And that was weird too. Alright, enough of this stupid effects. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, that's really disturbing. God, I'm stupid. Alright, guys, much love. I'm working on the next video now, so should be up soon. Take care, buddies.